Hello, my name is Alicia Rodriguez. I'm currently a freshman at Wichita State University, and I am majoring in secondary education English. I wanted to start off by saying that my journey to becoming a Shocker, go Shocks, was by no means linear. I've always had a passion for learning and a love for literature, so pursuing a higher education, going to college, has always been like an aspiring dream of mine, but I didn't necessarily view it as a realistic option or an attainable goal just because of the financial situation I was in high school. But with the help of a couple of guidance counselors and some of my favorite teachers, I discovered that WSU has a lot of financial aid opportunities. So with their help, I was able to say, you know what, I feel comfortable in pursuing this career path, and I feel comfortable in pursuing a higher level of education. So here I am. Deciding I wanted to go to college and figuring out how I was going to pay for it or how exactly I was going to make it into college was one thing. Transitioning from high school mentality to college mentality is another. It is literally transitioning into adulthood, and people stress this a lot, but in all honesty, it didn't click or it didn't really set into reality until I was kind of thrown into the middle of my semester. I think the biggest change is the shift in responsibility, because you are considered an adult and you are treated as an adult. You have the responsibilities of an adult. You have to take a lot more accountability than you would have in high school. Like a lot of teachers give you a lot of opportunities to try and try again. They give you a lot of opportunities to pass. In college, you have to stay on the ball, and that comes down to managing your time well and keeping track of all your assignments and exams, which looks a lot different than it did in high school as well. For me, the holy grail, I think for every student, the holy grail is the syllabus, which is crazy because, at least for me at my high school, a syllabus was nothing more than a formality. It was basically a signed agreement of, I will be respectful and responsible within this class, and I will make sure to attend class. A syllabus in college is something completely different. It has all your exams, your assignments, your big projects, any opportunities for extra credit, kind of the expectations, but in a different light, like expectations when it comes to papers. If they even offer extra credit, how to take exams, when to take exams. It is everything. So a syllabus is something that you keep. In high school, it was something that I recycled or something that I gave to my teachers. A syllabus in college is something that you keep, something that you laminate, something that you hole punch, something that you put on a corkboard on your wall. A syllabus is everything in college. So other essential aside from your syllabus is a planner to keep track of all those dates that you are bombarded with in that paper. I know it's kind of hard to keep track of the syllabus. I have a binder where I have mine hole punched and kept into, but I do not carry that with me everywhere. Having a planner also gives you a chance to physically write it down and have it in memory. Some people do Google Calendars. I know that I fell into the habit of putting important dates into my phone. I check my phone for everything but the calendar, so that was not very useful, and I found out very quickly just how much of a forgetful franny that I can be. So I would say that a planner should be in your Amazon cart before you enroll or when you enroll. Alongside with binders and such, a planner is very, very important. There will come a time where you begin to fall behind for any reason. Maybe it's a sick day, a doctor's appointment, or an emergency. There will be a time where you may have to miss a lecture, where you honestly just couldn't keep up on work, and I've noticed that the stronger my relationship is with my professor, the more positive the rapport I maintain with my professor, the more keen they are on not necessarily lenience, but understanding that outside of my role as a student, I also have other responsibilities or other commitments, or that things just happen, and they're more understanding and willing to work with you in case of any situation such as the ones that I previously listed. So far, I've kind of stressed the importance of a couple material objects pertaining to the college experience. Now I'd like to touch on something that is less of an object and more of a concept, and that is socializing. There should be heavy emphasis on socializing. It is essential. I don't know how many times I've said the word essential. Please don't keep a tally, but it is essential to the college experience. For me, and possibly for you as well, high school, the times that I came upon valuable knowledge or learning opportunities or instances of learning were when I put myself out there and put myself in extracurricular activities or just events hosted by the school, tailgates, football games, basketball games, volunteering for concessions, things like that. I can say that it is the same for college. The times that I've stumbled upon new opportunities for financial aid, for volunteering, or just to make new friends and fun memories were when I put myself out there and joined clubs pertaining to my interests, what I would like to do in my career or after school, or just something fun. If the school's hosting a hot cocoa event, I had a club event where we hosted a little hot cocoa get together. It was a lot of fun. Go! Chit chat with friends, with your peers, take opportunities to go to study sessions. Once you put yourself out there and talk to more people and network, you'll realize that there are a plethora of things that are beneficial to you, that are offered by the school, that are offered by friends, professors even, and that they are included as well in the importance of socializing. Networking with professors, building a good and strong rapport with professors is also, to me, not necessarily essential, but very beneficial to you as a student. Not only that, but you'll realize as you establish these new and positive relationships with your professor that there is an opportunity and the possibility for a potential mentorship. Mentorships are extremely beneficial to you as an incoming student, as beginning your college career is extremely intimidating. You may or may not have discovered what exactly you want to do with your education, what careers you'd like to pursue, and going along that path on your own is not necessarily impossible, but again, it is very intimidating. As a mentee, you have the opportunity to learn from someone who has experienced numerous things, countless things, and experience and walk down the same path that you wish to pursue, or they can help you actualize or realize what path may best suit you. So to me, a mentorship is highly encouraged. While I truly do recommend seeking out these mentorships and establishing these relationships with your professors, I also recommend researching on etiquette and netiquette, how to properly send an email. If it's respectful or acceptable to send a professor a text, how to go about that if need be. That's all important, and it's also expected in a mentorship or even professor-student relationship to approach it professionally and respectfully. So, just a little footnote. I've used the word essential, I've used the word important, I've used the word stress, I've used an abundance of words to signify or highlight importance, and now I'm going to use the word critical. Something that is critical to your success as a college student or even as a functioning person is self-care. Prioritizing yourself as a person, prioritizing your mental health is something that will take you a long way. You may think that just because you're getting straight A's in the meantime and working 40-hour weeks and going to as many club events as you can while leaving no space for yourself, that you are on top of the world. Very quickly that can all come tumbling down if you don't give yourself time to breathe and give your brain space to relax. Self-care looks different for everyone. For some people it's 5 a.m. runs, for others it's worship. For me, it is taking midnight walks and listening to my favorite songs, spending time with my loved ones, reading for enjoyment rather than academic purposes. Self-care is simply giving yourself time to de-stress and to decompress. That is genuinely critical to your success as a student and to your functioning as a human being. I know that my mouth ran at 1,000,000 miles a minute, but I hope that I was able to share some advice with you. And honestly, all that I hope for you to take away from this is that college is a time for self-discovery. And that's not just for discovering who you are personality-wise, but who you are as a student, how you learn best. And it's a time for establishing new relationships, for making great memories, and for leading yourself to a path of success.